We wear them almost every day, to work, to hang out, to travel. Jeans are one of the most common pieces of clothing on the planet. But have you ever wondered why they're actually called jeans? It's a simple question, but the answer takes us back hundreds of years, to European ports, fabric makers, and the early days of global trade. The name jeans has nothing to do with fashion at first. It came from geography, language, and practicality. Here's the real story behind why jeans are called jeans, right here on History of Simple Things. The word jeans comes from the French word jeans, meaning Genoa, a city in Italy. Back in the 1500s and 1600s, Genoa was a busy port known for exporting a strong, inexpensive fabric made from cotton or wool. Sailors and dock workers used this cloth for their work clothes because it was sturdy and affordable. French traders who imported the material called it de Gênes, which means from Genoa. Over time, the phrase evolved in English into the word jean. Originally, jean referred to the fabric, not the pants. It described the rough cloth that came from Genoa. At the same time, another fabric was being produced in Nîmes, France. This cloth was called serge denim, meaning serge from Nîmes. It was a tough, twill-woven fabric similar to the one from Genoa, but with a tighter weave and smoother texture. Eventually, serge denim was shortened to denim. So while jean was the name of a fabric from Italy, denim came from France. Both materials were durable, but denim proved stronger and became the main fabric used for work trousers. That's why today, jeans are made from denim, but we still call them jeans, after the older Italian cloth. During the mid-1800s, the California gold rush created a huge demand for tough work clothes. Miners needed pants that could survive long days of digging and heavy labor. Levi Strauss, a Bavarian immigrant living in San Francisco, sold fabric and supplies to miners. One of his customers, a tailor named Jacob Davis, came up with an idea: reinforce the pants' weak points with copper rivets. In 1873, Strauss and Davis patented this design. The result was a pair of strong, practical trousers made of denim, what we now know as blue jeans. At first, these pants were called waist overalls. But over time, people began using the older term jeans, linking the product back to its European fabric origins. The blue color came from indigo dye, which was widely available and inexpensive in the 19th century. Indigo also had practical benefits. It didn't show dirt easily and gave the fabric a distinctive deep blue tone. The dye didn't soak through the cotton completely, so the outer threads faded with wear while the inner ones stayed dark. That's why jeans age and fade in unique patterns, something that later became part of their style appeal. For decades, jeans were strictly workwear. They were worn by miners, farmers, and cowboys, people who needed tough, affordable clothes. But in the 1950s, jeans took on a new meaning. Hollywood actors like James Dean and Marlon Brando wore them in films that represented rebellion and youth. Suddenly, jeans weren't just for workers. They became symbols of freedom and individuality. By the 1960s and 70s, jeans spread across the world. They were worn by students, musicians, and everyday people in nearly every culture. What started as a work uniform became a universal fashion item. As denim pants became popular worldwide, the name jeans became standard. Even in countries where English isn't the main language, the word is instantly understood. You can go almost anywhere, Asia, Europe, Africa, South America, and say jeans, and people will know exactly what you mean. That's how far this one word has traveled, from a small Italian port to global fashion vocabulary. Today, jeans come in endless styles: skinny, relaxed, baggy, distressed. high-waisted, low-rise. They've gone from workwear to high fashion, from rugged utility to personal expression. Luxury brands, fast fashion companies, and small labels all produce them. Despite all the variations, jeans remain defined by the same qualities that made them popular centuries ago: strength, comfort, and versatility. Now many brands are also focusing on sustainability, reducing water usage, recycling fabrics, and creating eco-friendly dyes, showing that even a 150-year-old garment can keep evolving. The evolution of the term jeans is a perfect example of how language moves with trade and culture. It started as a city name, Genoa. Then it became a fabric, Denim. Later it crossed into English, referring to trousers made from similar materials. By the time denim became the main fabric in the 1800s, the word jeans was already established. It didn't matter that the material had changed. The name stayed because people were already using it. In the 20th century, jeans came to represent equality, a garment that ignored class, gender, and background. Whether someone was rich or poor, young or old, jeans fit into every lifestyle. They also became a form of silent expression. Faded, ripped, or perfectly pressed, a person's jeans could reflect individuality, rebellion, or even belonging. So, why are jeans called jeans? The name goes back to jeans, the French word for Genoa, Italy, the city that produced the strong fabric used by sailors in the 1500s. French merchants called it denim, and that name evolved into jean. When denim work pants were invented in the 1800s, the old term resurfaced. Even though the fabric was different, the name jeans stuck, and it's been with us ever since. From European trade routes to American gold mines to global fashion runways, jeans have carried their name for centuries. The word tells a story of durability, history, and universal appeal, just like the pants themselves. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.